Grand Rising. Good morning. How are y'all doing? I need to talk to everyone that's on Snap and EBT, also Wick. I forgot to throw that on there. Okay. The state of Texas is going to try to issue out um November's food stamps. Okay. Um Y'all, for ones who are about to say they didn't give us a heads up about this, the economy is not going to, but the Bible will. The Bible will always give you the heads up. And the Bible did say we were going to fall on hard times. And there are going to be people who are going to be starving, suffering, lovers of money, lovers of themselves, and many more. With that being said, get to know your Bible. Um, Repent, because the only ones who can help us get through this is God and Jesus Christ. Okay. Um, I forget the name of the small little county in Texas, but they only have like enough money to get them by maybe 2 more months, and then after that, they're going to have to close down that small little city. It's one of these small little cities that we really don't know about down here in Texas. Like we never hear about it. So that's the reason why I can't think of the name. This is what I want y'all to buy. Okay, listen. I want you to try to save some of your money. Okay. For the ones like me, I like to feel the pain. I like that Brazilian wax. Look here, I'm gonna get my first one. It might be my last one for a little bit because I'm going to need to eat. If y'all look at my freezer, that same amount of food I still have in there. Um, I still do have it, and that's just from me working. Like, I don't get EBT. All right. And I'm talking to everybody just as a whole. Like, um, I told my neighbors like, hey, if y'all ever need any food, just let me know and I'll give it to you. Because they get food stamps and EBT and WIC and stuff like that. Y'all know I'm the type of person who I'll help out wherever I can. Because the price of food is going up. Um I want to get with my apartment to see about us doing a cookout. Excuse me. Everybody comes together and we just do a whole cookout barbecue style. The reason why I say this is so that these babies can eat. Just not us adults need to eat. These babies, these kids, um, they need to eat. Then y'all might have to run real quick because I got DoorDash coming bringing me some popcorn for work. Um, but yeah, these babies and stuff, they gotta eat. Um, a lot of y'all are probably gonna be like, well, Q, what am I supposed to get once I get my EBT? Because my kids like juice and stuff like that. I want to say this: if you don't have a Sam's card, get one. Um, I'm planning on getting my Sam's card back this month. Uh, because I'm done door dashing out food. Like majority of my money goes to door dashing because I don't want to cook or because I'm too tired to cook. Well, ding ding ding, my ass is gonna have to start cooking. Cause I'm tired of my coin going to DoorDash. Um, so it won't be Saturday because Saturday I'm going out with a friend. Yeah, we just friends. Um, but it'll be Sunday that I get up. And I'm actually going to cook. Like I'm gonna let my neighbor know, who I call him YOLO or Yellow. Um, like, hey, let your nieces and nephews know that I'm gonna be out there cooking, so don't worry. Um, like that's just me. My job is to feed the community the best way I possibly can. Uh, see if you wanna, help me out a little bit, set up the barbecue pit, whatnot. Um, get families fed because they need to be fed. Um, get some box mac and cheese and you know, bake up a bunch of vegetables, season it up really good, and try to feed our community. With that being said, for my EBT WIC SNAP recipients, get what you need for your kids now. For the ones who live in Texas and you live in Harris County, just don't get any food bank, okay? There's a food bank off of Garth that I do not suggest for you going to. The reason why is because when I went there with a friend, because, at one point in time I didn't have any money and I needed like some food. The meat that they gave us was spoiled. Um, they really just didn't have anything really good, let alone perishable. So all that food just went to waste. So my friend's like, I'm just gonna take you and we're just gonna go get you some food. Um, but there is a really good food bank, um, in Old Katy. Uh, and they take, I think, any zip code. But if I ever do need like food and stuff, like the only thing I have to do is call upon like my grandparents or my uncles or whatnot. But since I'm working, shouldn't have to be all like that, even though I do Uber back and forth to work. All right, this is what I want y'all to do. Go check your Texas benefits app. My bad, Q. How do you know this stuff? Like I said, I got friends, y'all. I got some family that's on food stamps, so I'm relaying the message to y'all. Hold on. If you're not on any government assisting, please do like me and be wise with your money. Um, I know a lot of parents are gonna be like, my kids don't be liking no oodles and noodles. I hate to break it to you with the way how this economy is going and the way how this world is going is everything that's being told in the Bible. Technically, I'm supposed to be taking my Ozempic, but I'll do that. I'm not gonna. Coming. You got the PIN number? Yeah, 8436. 8436. How you doing this morning? Good. Cool up here. Good. So when I go to work, I ain't gotta work out. And it's not easy. Exactly. Thank you. Have a great day. Let me tell you something. If you're not able to afford going to Sam's, Dollar General be your best friend. But technically, I could have walked over everybody and feel like it, and I wasn't gonna Uber my ass over either. 10 bags of butter popcorn for $4. Stack up on your snacks while you can, if you get your EBT. Stack up on your food. Okay, y'all. I'm planning on feeding my neighbors come Sunday. Howdy, how you doing, Miss Miller? If you get EBT, you will get it come November. Okay? Y'all gotta be wise on what you spending stuff on. The kids might want some juice. Okay, how many of y'all grew up in the 90s, and 2000s, and your grandparents used to get Kool-Aid, and your mama used to spend only like 90 some odd cent for some Kool-Aid? Okay. How many of y'all remember when your mama and daddy used to get that little Kool-Aid that had the top that screwed on? Okay. And and put it in the picture to make some Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid's juice. Okay, how many of y'all grew up in this time in the era where we had that concentrated juice that they still do have that's in the freezer aisle? I did. Okay. When hello from Georgia. How you doing? How many of y'all grew up during the time that Tampico came out because your parents didn't want to pay the price for Sunny D and they got you some Tampico? I did. Thank you. Uh-huh. Uh Juice is juice. These kids need to get with the program. Juice is juice. And when your parents felt like getting you uh some what you call them, Kool-Aid jammers. Uh how many of y'all grew up with the with the off-brand Kool-Aid jammers? I did. I did. I forget the name of it. Uh 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 but ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes parents, you can't afford what's on the up and up. Sometimes Sunny D. Thank you. Sometimes Sunny D can be too expensive. Sometimes I think it's called Sun Kiss. Sun Kiss that can be too expensive. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with going back old school. How many of your grandparents used to boil water and go right ahead and put it in a pitcher and put the tea bags in it? Look here. My grandparents and I, we still prefer doing that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Spend your food stamps wisely and don't be just trying to hop on the name brand stuff. Yes, I understand. A lot of y'all gonna say, well, that's easy for you to say. You probably buy name brand stuff. The only thing that's name brand, I think, in this apartment so far is them hefty bags. My toilet paper is not name brand. Toilet paper in Texas is high. We paying in like $9. Okay? But I go over at Joe V's, I can get it for like $4 and still get a lot of in it. Y'all can get off-brand popcorn. This is, look here, go to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree 10 for $4, $5. I understand Dollar General shutting down. Y'all better go raid them people. Uh, there's nothing wrong with getting off-brand foods. Great value. Not everything that I had when I was a kid was name brand stuff. Okay? My shirts used to come from Hobby Lobby or the beauty supply store. Okay? And that's because my mom used to, I don't know how many parents used to do this, but my mom was the type of mom who she wanted to create her own designs on me and my sister's shirts. And it was cool. And everybody be like, where did you get that from? Did you get that from the mall? No, my mama made it. No, my grandma made it. Sometimes y'all gotta think about what our parents used to do for us. And for my ones who are saying, well, I'm doing everything that I possibly can to work to keep my EBT, I commend you for that. Because SNAP and EBT and WIC, that is government assistance. It's not meant for you to be on it all your life. Bobby seeing a lot of y'all on TikTok, y'all be making like a job up out of it. Here's the thing, they need to start coming up after y'all behinds. Come take some of your benefits. Uh, because you making millions of dollars on TikTok. Go back to doing what our parents used to do for us. Okay, your kids said they don't like eating off-brand stuff. Toughen up, Buttercup. Okay? Food prices is going high. I'm pretty sure in Georgia it's high too. Uh, y'all, I keep $100 budget, maybe a good $120, $150 budget. The best place I go get my food at when I'm shopping is Jovi's. Okay? Um, because it's where HEB sends their food when they have too much of it. So my Houstonians, my Texans, I don't care where you're at, find out if you got a Joe B's on your side, in your state. And I'm being 100% honest with you. Now I'm gonna let you parents know there is off-brand Kool-Aid too. That's like at food time. I think it's like 2 cents. Y'all really need to start being prepared. Okay, this year y'all might not want to have everybody over for Thanksgiving. Y'all, for Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be at work. I'm gonna be at work. So I ain't gonna be at nobody's house for the holidays. Uh, as far as my neighbors go, I'm gonna make sure that they fed on the weekend. On the weekend there's when I'm gonna make sure that my neighbors in my apartment that some of them are fed. Okay, I got uh the stuff that I need to make the dressing, except the veggies, um, and the chicken broth. But the rest I got. And parents don't go all out for Christmas talking about I need to buy X, Y, and Z. Y'all better start looking at Timu and Shin. Uh-huh. And try to get some of the stuff that's like $5, $10. Y'all better start go shopping on Black Friday. But I'm being honest with y'all. Stop buying stupid stuff that you know is not gonna last in your household. What y'all need to get are beans, rice. Y'all, I still got a full bag of beans in there. I still got a full bag of rice. If you don't know how to make regular rice, get you some minute rice. Sometimes when I'm in a rush and I don't feel like doing all that other stuff with the rice, and waiting all that time, and I'm just tired. Minute rice, ain't nothing wrong with it. Go right ahead and take care of your business. And I'm just not talking about to the state of Texas. I'm talking about everywhere in all 50 states. All y'all need to take care of your business. If you receive EBT, WIC, and what's still food stamps, regardless, however you want to put it. Thank you. I'm gonna tell y'all this. You kiddos really get to me when y'all be like, Mama, I don't want cream of wheat. That's what you gonna eat, or you're not gonna eat at all. Thank you, Miss Miller. Thank you. She said, yes, I get great value, and I can't pronounce this, y'all. I'm probably still tired. But read exactly what she posted, cause she ain't lying. I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's Moto Meal and then there's cream of wheat. I got both in my pantry. And you kids kill me talking about I don't want no oatmeal. Oatmeal is nasty. Look here, I don't like oatmeal either. So if your kids don't like oatmeal, get them some cream of wheat. If they don't want to eat that, then I guess they ain't really hungry. Because when I was a kid, my mama, my grandparents used to say, if you don't eat what we make you, then you must not be hungry. Okay? Mind you, my grandparents used to go all out and making me and my sister uh pancakes, eggs and sausage and bacon, okay? Socks would eat majority of my food because I wasn't a pancake person, okay? I would actually play in my pancakes, and my grandparents really used to think that that right there was cute until they realized I just don't like pancakes. Um, but they would still put on my plate, and then they knew I was sneaking it to the dog. So I would only be eating like I would even share my sausage with the dog. Like I R.I.P. I love you, Socks. I miss you. Um, he was my homie. So whatever I wasn't eating on my plate because I was already full, he would get it underneath the table. And then they realized as I got older and I had more animals, I was doing that. Something had to be wrong. It wasn't that, it was just I got full too quick. I love this right here. Miss Miller said, amen. Food is food. I went out hunting and shot me a deer last Saturday. I'm gonna tell you something. I still got some deer meat up in there. I didn't go kill it, I promise y'all. But I still got deer meat up in there. I'm gonna tell you this, if y'all got food that's in your freezer, been in your freezer for I don't know how long, meat don't go bad in a deep freezer. In a deep freezer. I don't have one. Um, food is food, y'all. For a lot of y'all might be like, you over there probably fatten up the dog. I did. But if you gave me cereal and I had socks in my lap, y'all know that movie Oh Yeller, right? Where the dog would be sitting in his lap and the younger brother, Otis, I think was his name, or Odin, would be eating his cereal and sharing his cereal with his dog. Okay, that there was me. Okay, I was that type of girl. And my grandparents were like, okay, yeah, you can't be doing that. Like socks, you need to get up off her, and I'm about to pour out the cereal because the dog been licking all up in your cereal and you over here feeding them this. Like, no, this is unsanitary, girl. Uh, something. So my grandparents went from let me watch TV in front of the TV to just say like, no, you're coming right back up here and sitting on the um at the family table because you doing too much. And my grandpa and my grandpa was in the kitchen. He'd be like, "Why are you pouring that out, baby girl?" And my grandma would be like, "It's because Pumpkin. My name y'all is Pumpkin. My grandfather named me Pumpkin. Okay, is sharing her food and it's cereal. Pumpkin, you can't be doing that. Okay." Grandpa in here making some bacon and some sausage, but I'm not gonna make you too much because I know that you probably a little full. That's how my grandparents were when my mom was at work and my sister was like at school. So yeah. Um oh no, Miss Miller, you said that no, I got all three turkeys last Christmas for 25 cents a pound and I bought five turkeys. I still have three of them. Exactly. Y'all, I ain't got nothing. I got chicken. I got like 4 or 5 chickens, thighs in there. That's gonna get barbecued up come Sunday. I don't care how cold it is. Um, I'm gonna get with yellow and we wanna really do this stuff because the economy's getting too bad, y'all. If you live in an apartment, it's easier to help feed your neighbors than it is for you to try to feed everybody else. They already know that every now and then I leave my apartment unlocked. I do that for a reason. Um, reason number one is I never know there's a neighbor who's in need. Um, and my neighbors might say, "Hey, we need something. Popcorn, y'all. I'm gonna keep popcorn here, even though I have the popcorn kernels. I have a popcorn maker. Um, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't need my neighbors coming in here and being like, "Yo, we have a microwave. You know, we don't want to mess up your stuff." Okay, so I'm gonna make a bag for each person, and I'm going to make sure that there are some non-perishables in there. Miss Miller said, I have a little stockpile of food by, in my freedom seeds, just in case. That's awesome. I live in an apartment, I live upstairs, so that wouldn't work for me. I do have MREs. Um, if you have stockpile your ammo, I don't have any guns. Okay, y'all, so here's the thing. I don't have any guns here, but I do have machetes and knives. Um, my suggestion to all the ones who are on TikTok and YouTube who want to go crazy about if they cut off their EBT, come to my apartment while I'm sleeping. You ain't gonna want it walking out. Okay. because I keep my knives everywhere, and I'm about to get me some more. All I'm gonna say is, um, fuck around and find out if you want to, cause I'm not playing that game. See, I'm not like my neighbors next door over here who have a TV and stuff like that. I'm gonna get me a TV, but I'm not the type of person who is just gonna allow you just to walk all over me. Now, as for my neighbors, if they need stuff, I'm gonna stock up on popcorn for them. Um, I'm gonna stock up on some other stuff. But um, right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put everything in this bin that I have my Gatorade sitting in, and that's gonna be the stock bin. The stock bin for my neighbors. Okay, so how do you get MREs? You can get that on Amazon. Um, Let me go grab my tablet, and I can actually grab the link. Hold on. Give me a minute, because I'm not moving fast enough. My tablet should be charged up, but not then. Oh well, we'll figure stuff out together. Yeah, I understand that there are some MREs to where you just add hot water, like the ones that I have. You just add hot water to it. I'm not going to stack up for that right there for my neighbors because that's expensive. Um, y'all can get some of that on TikTok. Why are you not staying on tablet? Y'all, my tablet being stupid. Y'all, give me a second. Let me just go grab the link. Real quick, cause my tablet's being stupid. Okay, y'all, I'm back. These MREs, you just add hot water to it. Um, and I'm happy that Amazon is starting to put down like what is EBT acceptable for everybody. Um, but that's what I do have. Now, have I tried one? I have. They are pretty good. They come in big bags. If your EBT is running you, if you have, I know a lot of people be like, I have like $300 in EBT. You're welcome. Um, $300 in EBT, you should be able to afford that because that there's like $159, I think. Oh, hold on. Let me go. Let me look real quick. Yeah, so you can basically say $160. Um, Y'all, we are coming into what our grandparents used to say it's the end of the world. Okay? Stock up on your toilet paper. That's the reason why I'm renewing my whole Sam's card thing, because I need to stack up on my toilet paper, my paper towel, and water. Um, because the water that I do have, that's going to be like for my neighbors. The 2 cases of water I do have, I'm going to split that up. That's for my neighbors. Um, so yeah, that's how that right there's going to go. The popcorn, I'm gonna take me some popcorn with me to work out of this one, but there's nothing wrong. Some of y'all, do y'all remember when your grandparents used to say that at times they had to survive off of popcorn? Okay, I remember. My grandparents used to say, well, at times during a shutdown, we would have to sometimes pitch up our pennies and sometimes survive off of popcorn. Okay, popcorn is a good resource. Okay, like I said, I do have the kernels, but a lot of my neighbors prefer. Oh, I opened it. They prefer the one that they can just stick in their microwave and just pop. Also, there is a way, and I'm not just talking about for state tax for everybody, to save money on your electricity. Stop messing with it. If it's hot outside, leave it alone. Your air conditioning should always be like around 70, 75. 76 at the highest. Last night it got pretty cold. I turned on the heat. I didn't mess with it. Okay. Blankets, covers. I'm not prepared for the winter down here in the state of Texas. But yeah, I need to. I need a jacket. I need my gloves. All right. I might go over and have and let them braid my hair. Just cornroll it up so I can be able to go right ahead and put on a cap. Cause yeah. Also, for you ones who are still getting synthetic hair, public announcement. That synthetic hair that you're using in your head is carrying cancer. Okay? If you want something in your hair and you don't want to pay the money for human hair, then go get you some horse hair. Okay? Horse hair is still luxurious, looks good in your head. Okay? Get you some horse hair. Horse hair does not carry cancer. Okay? Um, I'm not putting any additional things into this hair. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't dye my hair back blue because I've been at this job going on 7 months and Miss Rodney, you said I'm old school. Bring back the old days. Hey, y'all, I'm a '94 baby. I was born in 1994. I'm 31 years old. So bring back the Jerry curls, tight curls. Um, yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was a kid, synthetic hair didn't have all these chemicals. Awesome. Um, Miss Miller said growing up in the '80s was the best. The '90s eras was also the best, and earlier 2000s. I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I felt like I grew up in the '80s, and the reason why I said it's because of my taste in music, y'all. Nothing was short inside of living with grandma and grandpa. Inside of their house, you had a variety of music, including classical and opera. Um, but you know, it is what it is. um, y'all, I'm also watching the time because I still gotta get ready for work. Slap on the hairband. Um, but yeah, yeah. Back then, they didn't have as much chemicals that they're putting in it now. So, if I'm gonna get this hair braided using extensions, then it better be human hair. Cause that's all I'm paying for. I don't even trust the brand that I used to use for synthetic hair. Um, but now what I'm looking for is something cheap. So the people who I use, they're only gonna charge me like $80. I might go back into Houston, they might charge me like 40. And she might charge me about the same, but yeah, I'm not I was gonna do um twist. I can't think of it right now. Yeah, my mind just went blank. Um, but right now I just want to wash, like I'm gonna wash my hair, and I don't know when, but I'm gonna get this hair braided up because it should be long enough. I know it's thick enough. Um, locks. There we go. I want to lock it, but it won't be until next year when an income tax hit. Shit. Uh, yeah, yeah. I just want y'all like to understand that you cannot always buy name brand stuff. I will tell you this, if my tablet was working and I could switch from being on here to my tablet, I would call my grandma up right now and she'll tell you majority of her money went to what is that? Chuck E. Cheese. uh and stuff like that because me and my sister love going to Chuck E. Cheese. When we were kids. But even she put a limit on that. Y'all gotta put a limit on how much y'all are willing to spend on your food stamps. Understand this. Federal workers have to still show up for work. Okay? Um our Marines from all three branches or four branches still have to show up for work and they're not getting paid. Excuse me. Um if you're working as a state worker, you're getting paid. Yeah. You're a state worker, you're getting paid. Um what was it? My captain, 'cause I'm a security guard. So um my supervisor slash my captain said that Coast Guard wound up running a test on her yesterday, but they were looking to come do me. But every time they say that, it never do happen. But I was ready anyway. Like I was studying. Like I know I'm gonna pass it, and I was praying about it too. Regardless, I'm gonna pass. Um, the way how things are going because understand this on them ships are immigrants, migrants. Um, this rare happened like a couple of months ago where I had to sign out. No, no, what was it? One of the guys, they were supposed to go back home to their homeland, okay? And I wound up getting all their information and signing them out, okay? And it was the driver. The driver brought him back. And he's like, what am I supposed to do with them? I said, okay. I said, take him back to the ship. I said, if the ship says no, then take him to that gray building. Finding out that the immigrant lied to our immigration when the only thing that they were going to do was just put him on a flight and send him home to his country. They said no, we don't feel safe putting him on a flight. There's something off. And it was what he told our immigration. He said, I don't know why they're sending me home. Fast forward to when the driver dropped him off in the back, came back up and checked out with me. He said, come here. He's like, I need to tell you something. He's like, and I'm pissed. I said, what happened? He's like, the guy lied and said that he doesn't know why they were sending him home when the reason why they were sending him home was because he came back to the ship past curfew and he was highly intoxicated and he was trying to smuggle American alcohol onto the ship to take back home to him, to take back home with him to his family, which is illegal. So they are detaining him on that ship, and after that, he can't come back. He is fired. Other than telling our immigration system that, hey, I was fired. He said, oh, I was just scared on what they were going to do to me. That's another reason why our our Coast Guard was running a test. And I was ready for the test. I know who everybody is. And as far as phone numbers, I got that in my cell phone that I'm using right now. Um, the thing that would the shipment told the guy was, hey, you better be happy I'm not taking your passport. He's like, don't do it again. He's like, no, he's like, so I'm not fired. He's like, yeah, you are. When you get off this ship, uh, your people there in your country, your embassy is going to handle you. And he's like, I'm like, for real, dude? He's like, yeah. He's like, their embassy is way worse than the United States. Like, once they find out what he got fired for, he's like, it's just not, you go to jail. He's like, that's a prison sentence. And everybody wants to say at the United States that we have like the worstest prisons. Not where this guy was from. And on his card, it read Pakistan. So, one of the guys who works there let me know that he let everybody else on the ship that if you're here illegally, don't pull this mess. Therefore, when people are saying, well, it's the immigrants, it's the immigrants, we as Americans still have to protect our country. Yes, food prices are going up. Yes, we're going to have to help out our next door neighbors. Yes, we're going to have to make sure that these babies, I'm just not talking about toddlers, I'm talking about teenagers as well, that they are not going hungry and that they ain't going starving and that they ain't trying to rob stores. We also need to look out for our federal workers. Let me tell y'all the way how the prison system looks like that it might be doing. If the federal prison system itself gets overcrowded, it's going to be bad. Um, I hate to tell some of y'all this, but y'all visiting your loved ones might be cut down if some of these federal workers don't start getting paid. Once again, I'm going to say this. Y'all can thank the Dems for that. Okay. Um, there are things I agree with the Republicans, like stuff that we shouldn't be paying for, and stuff that I didn't even know that we were paying for, and half y'all didn't know that we were paying for. Um, our tax dollars shouldn't be going places that it shouldn't be going to. Our tax dollars need to be put right back in our country. But at the same time, like I just told y'all in the beginning of this video, only God knows what's really gonna happen. Um, I can only tell y'all to protect yourselves. Miss Miller can only tell y'all to protect yourselves. Because the world's gonna get worse. Um, if you don't have ammo, get it. I'm going to eventually look at taking a course. And learning how to actually shoot a gun. Uh, because who knows, I might just move up in part as far as being a security guard and being an armed guard, which would work beneficial for me and my neighbors. Um, just because more money, better opportunities. Um, and TSA is gonna need help. Y'all give me 1 second. I need to go grab me some ice. Yes, y'all chew on ice. Bite me. Alright, y'all. My ice almost dropped on the floor. I'm gonna have to lay up off of these. This is a block of ice. Mhm. Exactly. Especially us single women out here who don't have nobody. Um, y'all, we gotta protect ourselves. Um, I ain't gonna eat too much of that, yo. Yo, I'm about to lay up off on getting this type of ice just because it costs us a little bit too much. And I don't know what's been going on with it. I think when I don't use StreamYard, but Bojangles was good. Hold on. Show. Um, yeah, I think what happens is when I don't use StreamYard, things just don't want to rocking out right. Um, so it's different. But yeah, I want y'all, me and Miss Miller, we want y'all to be safe. The world's going to get worse, y'all. Um, EBTs all across the nation, y'all. Get what's gonna benefit y'all. Name brand is always not good. Okay? This is popcorn, y'all. Okay, y'all know I don't keep a freaking microwave here worth nothing. But I'm gonna take me some popcorn and move me to work, and then I'm gonna stack up on this, even though I have popcorn kernels, like I said before. Uh, I'm gonna get some bags for my neighbors. I got cereal. I got canned goods. Um, we gonna barbecue out come Sunday. Feed the community. Think so because yesterday when I tried to do a live, everybody else was able to comment. Y'all, YouTube be weird. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Even when I'm using just my regular YouTube stuff, sometimes it be weird. Um, anyway, I apologize. Cause y'all, I never turn off my comments. And just to let y'all know, my mods, they don't turn off the comment section either. Even though they could if they needed to. But yeah, I want y'all to try to make sure that your neighborhoods, your kids, your grandkids, great grandchildren, they taken care of. If you have meat to spare, please spare it. I got plenty of meat. Let me just show you, okay? Let me just let me show y'all proof that I really don't eat. I don't be cooking. And my neighbors know that I be trying to make sure that I keep my apartment like unlocked just because um y'all y'all see at the my kitchen's clean, okay? I had to hire my own exterminators. I had to call apartment people because yeah, there was a rat and I don't play like that. Yo, my freezer is full. Okay. Alright, candy up in here. I got corn. Anything anybody might need. Okay. My neighbors cause I don't cook like that, but I need to go back to cooking cause, yeah, my pantry is full. Can't no neighbors say that there's no food. I got tons of cereal. Where is it? So y'all can really like see it. Cereal right here. All right here, cereal. I got some seasonings right here. Think that sugar. I got jerk, beans, popcorn kernels, uh, noodles, rice, beans, canned goods up there. Yeah. When I say that that both my neighbors on this side, that side, this side, to my left, to my left, to my right, to my right, if they ever said, hey, we just need some food, can you help us out? Take whatever the fuck you want. Um, that's just why I want to do a whole barbecue thing. Freaking Sunday because I love my neighborhood. I love my neighbors. And a little bit, y'all. I gotta start getting ready for work. I'm gonna tell you something about Bojangles, okay? Bojangles is my new favorite fast food place to eat out at. Um, it's better than Timmy Chains. I love my Timmy Chains though, but I love the Timmy Chains over by my mom instead. 'Cause they Timmy Chains be like off the bomb. Um, but yeah, I'm cutting out a lot of this eating out, ordering out. As of November. Because why should I eat out if I can't eat out and order out for both my neighbors? Like to the left, over there, to the right, over here. We can eat out together. We will fire up that barbecue pit. We will eat out together. Okay. Um, Lady Virgo sis, I did speak to your niece. I did speak to Dakota. Me and Dakota stayed on the phone for a whole 2 hours. 2 hours. And she got a new phone number. Yeah, it is. She's like, Mom, I can come home whenever I want, right? Um, I told her like, let me get where I want to be in life. Where I want to be is in a house. And in LaPorte, Texas. LaPorte, Texas would take me right now. I'm already an hour away from my grandparents. LaPorte would put me right dead in the middle, so I would still be an hour away. But my Oh, I tell her that all the time. And she's like, anytime you see Auntie Lady Virgo or Gigi Lady Virgo, tell her that I said hi. And I've been meaning to tell you that. Yeah, she's good. Um, she wants to come back, but she knows that I need to first learn how to drive, get a vehicle. I want a truck. I want a GMC or a Toyota, but I want a truck. I'm gonna get it back. I mean, she grown. And after that, what I'm gonna do is sign them papers. Sign them papers. I'm gonna make her officially mine. And because like, how do we do that? I said, I'm working on it. Like, but you would have to want it. So I told her just to think about it. Cause that would make me like officially her mom. Um, so yeah. And what they can do is, in the state of Texas, they'll have to contact Georgia, where she was born at, remove her mom off the birth certificate, put me on her new birth certificate, and yeah, just add my last name to it. But I'll talk to you about all that later. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Let's go over what I just got finished talking about. You can buy great value, ain't nothing wrong with it. If you got bougie children, sometimes you gotta unbougie them. Take them to a dollar store. Okay. Um, your kids said they want Gatorade. I'm gonna tell you something. Guess who makes Powerade? Gatorade. Gatorade makes Powerade. Okay. Um, I have a tub that I'm gonna be using a bin. I'm gonna get some backpacks. I'm gonna fill them up for these children and for their households. And we are going to do this on a live. I don't know when, but let me get everything that I need. Let me renew my Sam's card, which is gonna cost me $110. I might renew the Sam's card before I do anything else. Uh, but I can do that on my phone. Renew the Sam's card. If I need y'all help, I'll ask for it. Um, so we're on that. Understand when I ask for y'all help, if y'all ever need help, let me know, inbox me. I'm not rich. I'm not rich, y'all. But if it's $20 I can send you and I can share your cash app, it is what it is. Okay, I need to okay. I can edit this. Uh, not for it. Or yeah. I cannot spell. Okay, yo, message me on Instagram. Um, if I don't see it, I will try my best. Um, and the only reason why y'all is my other Instagram account, that's my first name and my last name by itself. Um, I follow too many people and not enough people follow me. I know. Um, but yeah. Um, we're going to try our best over here. Over here, when I say we, I'm talking about me, my mods. Um, we're gonna try our best to make sure that our communities are taken care of. Okay. Okay, so down here in Texas, there I'm pretty sure in Georgia, like y'all have like two types of cards, right? So we have the regular card that's down here in Texas. I think it's the same thing, it's like $50. But I like using the platinum member card, that's $110 because if I want to go early in the morning, I can, and I can Uber over there. Um, if that's something that I want to do. Um, plus with that card, it gives me like money back, so that's another reason why. And I like it to where I can go like super early in the morning. Look at stuff, y'all, that's giving you cash money back sometimes. Even if it is in points, like Kroger's has a point system. I think HEB started theirs. I know Dollar General has theirs. So look at that. Mind y'all, the General Dollar Store, y'all, is going out of business. Um, right. And also, I'm not the only person who normally uses my Sam's card. Sometimes it's my mom. Sometimes it's my broke ass sister. Yes, yes, Tierra called you broke, cause you never want to give over no money. And you live in that grandma and grandpa's house for free. I'm just dropping y'all the family tea that I know. Um, but I digress. Um, yeah, it's easier if I do that because like eventually eventually the room that is Dakota's is either going to get taken over by someone else because somebody else might decide to move on in. That's another reason why I'm not getting Dakota back right now. Um, or it's going to be a storage room. Um, there's a lady that's on Instagram. Her name goes by her name is Miss Shirley. Miss Shirley is all about feeding the community and the homeless. I have done my part when it got down to the homeless when I was younger. I just can't do it right now. Okay. If I had doctors that were downtown Houston area, around like the 6400 Fannin Street, I wouldn't mind going out there. Um, but I just can't do that right now. Um, and the homeless people that normally come and steal and stuff like that, our apartments have ran them out and they're not even allowed to be around like the Jack in the Box and stuff like that. So where I live at, they have ran them gone. But what I can do is I can help out my community, my apartment complex. That's what I can do. I might not be able to help out everybody, but every dollar, every cent, that stuff counts. And I want you to understand this: when you help out other people, when you're able to, God will continue on to bless you 10 times fold. Um, and that's something else that Dakota's like, Mom, okay, Miss Miller, that's something else Dakota's like, Mom, like that's what you're meant to like do. She's like, so you're gonna get a house, like it within the next 4 years. Like, are you still gonna be able to help out the community? I told her, I said, look here, I don't care if I have to get on the side. Like, I don't care if I have to get more than one vehicle. We gonna help the community because a loving person and a caring person, they'll try to get back. Um, there's a neighbor down below me. She is older. Um, her family lives with her, thank God. Um, but she's almost like the grandma of the neighborhood. You know, when you see her, you know, you say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, I'm doing pretty good. She try to make sure she look out for everybody. Then there's another lady who, when I moved in these apartments, down at the end, she looks out for everybody as well. It's just a lot of older people and younger people mixed that live in these apartment complexes. Now, are we gonna try to make it to where everybody gets, you know, Christmas gifts? I'm not doing that. It's not that I'm not doing it, it's that I can't afford to do it. I can afford to make sure that your bellies are full. So what I'm gonna do is for Thanksgiving, even though I'm working that Sunday, I'm going to get a ham. I'm gonna get two of them. Okay. Um, and I am going to roast them up, stick them in the oven, do what they do. That's just what you're supposed to do. And I'm gonna make sure that everybody who I'm able to feed gets fed. And there's gonna be a sign that says free food. The reason why is so that they know, hey, I'm out here feeding y'all all the way until I can't feed y'all no more. Um, that's where my heart and my soul's at right now, y'all. Because why not feed the community? Why not feed people who y'all all coincide with? The world's already going to be hard. And with inside that, they're going to have like popcorn and snacks and stuff like that. Why not do that? The only thing you're doing is making God happy. I remember I remember when my grandpa got sick one time and we were going to the food pantry. And I'm like, why are we here, Grandpa? He's like, we're here because right now we can't afford it. Um, he's like, and I'm paying rent. And he's like, it's just until Grandpa's able to get back on his feet. I'm a kid and I didn't know what my grandpa was going through. My grandpa was starting to get sick. And he's like, but everything's gonna work out, okay. And everything did. We didn't have to go back to the food pantry for a while. Um, my mom started getting her SNAP and WIC benefits because by me being the youngest, even though I sound like the oldest, um, she was able to help contribute, and money was going where things needed to be going to. And my grandpa just said, "Think about it. These people really didn't have to help us out, but they did." And from that point on, I promised to be able to help like as many people like as I'm able to. Um, so if there's any kids here that's scared about, hey, eating, you ain't gotta worry about that. I got you. Parents don't have to worry about it either. The help that I'm gonna get, they don't have to worry about it because of course, you also gotta feed whoever's helping you out. um, this is not a handout. This is just saying, hey, if you want some food, come eat. Um, if you need water, water's free. Um, in which I look at it in this economy, water should be free because God gave us water for free. Excuse me. Um, there are other things that um we should be able to get back. So for the time being, I'm gonna feed my community. um, and if someone comes up to me and says, "Hey, I need help," can I have more than one plate? Take it. Um, I want to cook up as much. There are 4 packs of chicken. We're gonna cook up all 4 packs. Um, I'm gonna get a couple more packs of chicken because I want to once again make sure everybody is fed. Now, that refrigerator mine, I need to do a clean out on that. But yeah, y'all, I want y'all to be safe as well. Like I just said, yeah, at work. Cause I already know y'all, I'm gonna be hungry. Today at work, I'm gonna take like 3 packs, and I'm gonna leave like 2 packs, and see like who at work like wants some popcorn. I'm all right. So everybody's like, you're always good for leaving some type of snacks here at work. I said the reason why I do that is because I never know if my night guard is hungry. You know, Even though they bring their own food, you might want a snack in between. Um, Sharing is caring. Um, Also, I need to do a what do you call it? A care package for one of the guys there. I'm not gonna mention their names. Um, Keep that confidential, but you know, um they're going through something right now. So I wanna make sure that, you know, I get them like a little make them like a little care package, make sure that they doing good. Um, Stuff like that. Yeah, please, my EBT SNAP recipients, WIC recipients, spend your money wisely. Please do not complain about if the government's only giving you $75 right now and they're not giving you the whole thousand of dollars that they might owe you. Um, Understand that $75 can make a big difference. And you could have more money if you get up and work. Okay? If you get up and actually go to work. If you, I don't know, overdraft on your account for a little bit. And I'm holding 5 bags for only $4. Y'all better go get you some. Excuse me, yo. Dollar General might not need to go out of business. Once people start realizing that, hey, shopping there is going to be better than anything else. And yes, y'all, I'm still getting my damn Sam's card because if I'm going to help try to feed my community, then, um, and I'm not talking about everybody here in my apartment complex, y'all. I'm talking about mainly like in my unit. My unit, which is Unit 8, Building 8. Okay? I can only feed them. I'm gonna need somebody else in each other unit, like in Unit 3. Um, I'm gonna need them to step it on up. Don't be greedy. 5, 5. If I were to sell this a piece, $1, $1, $1, $1, and $1. Technically, that and y'all, that's just by me going through what I went through back up in high school when I used to sell candy. Okay, but I'm not selling this. I'm giving this for here to people for free. Why? Why? Because I love y'all. That's why. And if y'all ever leave on one of these videos that you're hungry and that y'all need like a care package, I don't care what state you're in, I will try to make sure that your care package has something that is reliable, like canned goods. You might not get a lot of canned goods, but it should last you. um I think, do I have a mod here? Because if I do, then great. If not, then whoever's watching. I think the reason why I'm losing a lot of my weight is because I only eat like once a day, maybe twice a day. Like the Ozempic is working, but I'm not eating the way how the program is like. You're supposed to eat 3 to 4 times a day, and in between that snack. I can't do that. That's just not me. Um, and plus I get full too fast. Um, so I'm gonna take these with me to work. I might just take two with me to work, leave one. See what happens with the other one. Um, and then take my Nathan's hot dog, which is a chili cheese dog, with me to work, and then just see what happens. Um, but yeah, if you are planning on doing what I'm doing for my unit, uh, if I were y'all, if I were you, go right ahead and just place like two popcorns in a bag, and it can be in a plastic bag, which I prefer y'all not using. Hey, Aaron. Hey, um, which I prefer y'all not using a plastic bag. That's oh yeah, I'm back. If you are planning on helping out your community, please do not use a plastic bag. Y'all can go on Amazon and get like those backpacks for like I saw some like for like $20, okay? But if you have to resort to plastic bags, it's okay. Um, just go raid Walmart. um, help out your community. EBT recipients, realize great value ain't gonna kill you. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this one up because I gotta really start getting ready for work. Um, two per bag. If it's a family of six, and you got more than one something, please, uh, don't give them everything. Give them like three each, three apiece. It makes up a difference. Like I said, I got a tub over there that I'm gonna start using for stuff like popcorn and chips and stuff like that, just to kind of help out my apartment unit. Um, and I have 2 cases of water. Okay. Um, come Sunday, I'm gonna get with Yellow. That's his nickname, Yellow. He's my neighbor in apartment 40. We gonna barbecue it up because I got barbecue. I got meat for days. Um, like I just got finished telling y'all that the reason why I'm probably losing as much weight now is because I'm only eating like two times, twice a day. um, will there be a time to where they shut off y'all EBTs and food stamp? Yeah, and y'all got to figure out what's more important to you. Is making sure that your toes stay done more important to you, or the food in your belly? Once again, if you live in Baytown, do not go to the food pantry off of Garth. They give you spoiled stuff, and there's no point. Um, You could go to the food pantry in Katy, and I can't think of it, but they take any and every zip code as long as you show that you're on either disability or food stamps. If not, then they will sign you up for food stamps. Um, so that's how that right there is gonna work. I want everybody to come together as a unit, as a community, and let's try to get back. Y'all, it's hitting 12:21 and I actually have to end this live and I gotta go. I hate to leave y'all like this, but I actually do need to start getting dressed for work and right and stuff like that. I would cook on Saturday, but I'm going out with a friend. We're hitting the zoo, um, and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I don't have anything prepped for wintertime. So I guess if I'm cold, we just gonna have to like bear it out. I guess. But I do wanna go see the zoo animals, especially, the giraffes. Cause when I was a little kid, y'all, the two animals I always wanted was a giraffe. Well, technically three. A giraffe and a kangaroo and a lion. Um, you know. So yeah, go check that on out. And plus I haven't been to the zoo since I was like a kid. So yeah. We gonna go do that. But I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all gotta let me go. It was great to pop up here with y'all. I'm gonna try not to do a live like late. I'm gonna try to keep it like around this time. Uh, for anybody asking me about Sister Wives, I need to get finished watching it. Here's the thing, okay. I got into watching Sister Wives yesterday. I haven't yet finished it, which means technically I did not watch it in my book, okay? So that's just how that's going to have to work. I'm gonna have to watch it. Once again, y'all, I got 10 bags of popcorn from Dollar General for only $4. And plus the door dashing fee, which I'm done door dashing. I'm just gonna take Uber and go do what I gotta go do. Help people. Um, Downtown Houston. Listen, I haven't been back down there with y'all since I was like 25, 26. I cannot make a promise I'm gonna make it down there, but I will try my best to, if able to, have a place to where y'all can just come grab food. Okay? It's gonna have a box. I might leave it at the 6400 Banner Street building. Okay? I want y'all to listen to me. It's gonna have bologna sandwiches, chips, and some drinks. I'm gonna try to make sure I get that done before winter hits. Cause right now we're just getting this little cool breeze coming on it. Uh, I know that y'all need to eat. I know that some of these homeless shelters, they ain't giving y'all food. It's not a guarantee. Um, a lot of y'all might be like, Q, why would you give them bologna sandwiches? Because let me tell y'all something about the homeless. They don't care if it's bologna, chicken, pork, turkey. They just want to eat. Let me also tell y'all something else. You have some of these people that are homeless, they just don't want to be housed. Okay? I feel bad for them because starting next year, Governor Abbott already signed it in to where if they catch them out there sleeping on the streets, they are getting arrested. They will be getting arrested and sent to psychiatrical facilities um to try to get the help that they need. It's just this year I do not have the means for jackets or anything like that. So they're going to have to go to the homeless shelters and go grab that stuff. I'm gonna try to do my part, my best. Yeah, a lot of time these homeless people they're actually on the train. Um, so I'm going to have to try to leave like a box inside of like each train area. I don't know how everything's gonna work, but I will try to figure something else out. But it's easier if um I leave at the 6400 Fannin Street building outside because then they can go in there and they can go eat and they ain't gotta worry about nothing. Because the people outside the medical buildings, they're not going to try to run them off. Um, it's the main hospital across the street. Um, it's where I'm kind of worried about. Because if I leave it there, then they're going to call the police. Um, so I'm gonna go to my Joe V's and I'm going to sandwich bread and I might just go to Dollar General just to get a cooler. And I will have my mom like check on it whenever she's able to. Uh just trying to feed the homeless, that's it. Uh I know that they're homeless off of Bissonnet, but a lot of them like to come up where the hospital and stuff is at so that they're they're fed. Um but yeah. If anybody wants to know where the homeless are at, I mean I know where a lot of them are at in the city of Houston, but you can't house somebody who has went through bad experience or bad experiences inside of the homeless shelter. So Abbott, you might want to rethink when you're talking about cleaning up downtown Houston. Um, Sometimes a person is better off sleeping at a bus stop than they are being housed because you don't know their mental status and you don't know their heart and their souls. If I find someone who is outside shivering, damn spicky, I'm giving you clothes straight up off my back, especially like my jacket. Okay, I'm giving you that straight up off my back. I can always get another jacket, but right now I'm all about trying to feed my community, um, and people who are in my apartment units because it's going to start getting harder for them. Even though like a lot of them do work, some of them don't work. Um, and what's going to start happening with that is um there's already evictions being put out. And these are not with older people, these are with younger people. But I'm gonna need y'all help. but not right now. I'm not like I'm gonna need your help, but not right now. Uh, I think I got this. I'm not gonna make this a habit to where I'm doing this every week, but maybe every other week. I'm making sure that the community gets fed because, like I said, I really do want to stack up like on popcorn and trail mix and stuff like that. Yeah, I gotta go. Y'all know I run my mouth too damn much. Um, but I'm gonna call Yellow later on today while I'm at work. I'm gonna ask him, hey, we need to. I'm gonna take out the meat Saturday, all 4 packets, and we gonna do it. We're gonna do what we gotta do. All right, y'all. Let me let y'all go. Let me start getting ready for work. Y'all have a great day. Peace, love, happiness, and stay blessed, y'all. Bye.